At 5:30, we're voting on a measure that will literally affect millions of Americans. And let me give you a couple illustrations. A close friend of mine is the mayor of Normal, Illinois. Normal, Illinois. And his name is Chris Koos. He's a local businessman, and in his business, he sells bicycles and running shoes and running paraphernalia and equipment. Chris has a good business, he's done well, but he told me that in the last 10 or 20 years, things have changed. He said, it's not unusual for someone to come into my store and ask to see a pair of running shoes. In fact, to try them on, see the different colors, and then leave without buying anything. He says, and sometimes they'll come back several weeks later with the shoes, and they'll say, Chris, we bought these over the internet, and they're not what we thought they'd be. What can we do about it? It's called showrooming, and it's happening more and more. Why would somebody try the shoes on and not buy them, go to the internet? In many instances, it's because many internet retailers do not collect sales tax. So in my state, that means 9 or 10% less cost to buy it over the internet. Now, that is the reality for most companies. Some companies, internet retailers, collect a sales tax. I recently bought a book on Amazon, and they charge the sales tax, which is appropriate for me in Illinois. But most companies do not collect the sales tax. Now let me tell you another side to this story. When we are dealing with the collection of this sales tax, we are dealing with existing law. 46 states in America have sales tax. The states that do not are Montana, Oregon, New Hampshire, and Delaware. Every other state has either a sales tax or what they call a use tax. And the state law requires all of us living in those states to pay sales tax on internet purchases, even if the seller didn't charge it. In my state, you're supposed to pay it when you file your annual state income tax return. There's a line. How much do you owe for Illinois sales tax that should have been paid on remote purchases or online purchases? It's really an honor system. That's what it comes down to. Though there's a legal obligation, there's no direct enforcement. It turns out that only 1 out of 20 people in Illinois even know this exists. 5% of the population know. As I mentioned several times a few years ago, my bookkeeper said when she was doing our taxes, Senator, do you want to pay the sales tax you owe? I said, I think I do. And I did. And we have ever since. But most people aren't aware of it. So here you have businesses all around America in main streets and shopping malls collecting sales tax on the things that they sell, competing with internet retailers who do not collect the sales tax. Then secondly, you have individuals with an obligation to pay the sales tax, and most of them do not. So the bill that we will consider at 5:30 this afternoon is going to try to resolve this problem.